You're going to choose to believe that people are going to be changed. They're going to be different. They're going to be transformed as a result of talking to you or encountering the very thing that God has called you to build. Woo! Welcome to the place where visionaries, leaders, and kingdom builders come when you are in the alley, as I help you discover the keys to unlock your next level of clarity, strategy, and confidence. I'm Dr. LaTanya. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, I am so glad that you're here, visionary. There are so many things we need to cover today. Come on in, because I need you to understand that sometimes you can experience belief and doubt at the same time. Have you ever had that happen? Where you know that you know that you know, and you believe what God told you and you believe what He showed you, but doubt is saying something else? We're going to talk about what to do when you're experiencing belief and doubt at the very same time. Really, 3 ways to walk it out when you are experiencing doubt. Okay, let's get into it. Because one of the things I know for sure is that belief and doubt in the same vessel, okay, it's giving oil and water. Something is going to rise to the top. And we want it to be that, not fear and doubt that rises to the top. We really want it to be your belief and your faith that rises to the top. And so let me just tell you though, that especially when you're in the alley, when you're in between building phases, this is so normal. This is so normal. The enemy will try to play tricks on you. The enemy will try to get in your mind. The enemy will try to make you feel like you didn't hear what you know you heard, okay? And so one of the things that I want to make sure that you know for sure is that it's okay. It's okay. We're going to deal with it, but it's okay, okay? And you don't have to be in a place where you feel like you have to quit, or you feel like you can't move forward, or you feel like you have to question yourself or wonder and not move forward with the thing that God has called you to do. Let's address it head on. One of the last sessions that I had a client who was coming to me, or is coming to me, for coaching, and she's what I call a developer, right? She's in this place where she has been building for a little while. She's pretty high level, and she knows that she has to build, but she also has to become. And she started to notice some patterns, and oftentimes, right, you do when you are building, you start to notice some patterns. And so noticing these patterns, she started to realize that she believed what God said, and she would move in it, because God said it, but then that doubt would be creeping up every step of the way. Every step of the way, she felt like she was fighting, and trying to make sure that she actually moved and made a faith move and didn't allow fear or doubt to take over. And so we don't want the oil and water, okay, in one vessel. So let's talk about these 3 ways to really walk it out when you're experiencing doubt and belief at the same time, okay? So the first thing that you want to do when you are experiencing doubt and belief at the same time is you want to choose to believe. Yep. You got a whole choice to make. I mean, like a whole choice to make, okay? When I tell you that it is so important that you know and understand that daily you have to make this choice, because often the limiting beliefs and the things that are playing in your mind will tell you otherwise. And so you literally have to choose to believe. And if you're going to choose to believe, that means that you start to put whatever it is you need to put, any scriptures, any quotes, any go-to words, anything of that nature, all over the place, okay? Is anybody else a lover of sticky notes? That is me all day. I will put a sticky note on my mirror, on my bathroom mirror, downstairs, by my desk. And I do these things so I can remind myself that I'm choosing to believe, right? I'm choosing to believe what God said. I'm choosing to believe whatever it is that He told me to do. You're choosing to believe in the outcome, right? So you know that everything that you do, every action that you have has a reaction. And if you are choosing to believe, if God told you to build something, to create something, to work with someone specific, to move into that next level, to lead these people, to build whatever it is, you want to choose to believe in that outcome. What does that mean? It means that I'm not doing this just for me, right? I'm doing this so that somebody can get clarity. I'm doing this so that somebody can get strategy. I'm doing this so that someone can get free. I am doing this so that someone can really understand their identities in Christ. I'm doing this because insert whatever it is, right? The outcome that you're going to have and the reason why you're doing what you're doing. So if you choose to believe in the outcome, okay, you're going to choose to believe that people are going to be changed. They're going to be different. They're going to be transformed as a result of talking to you or encountering the very thing that God has called you to build. Woo! Come on, because you're just that powerful, because you're just that good, because that's how you operate and how you flow when you are operating and flowing in the presence of God and building alongside Him. So I want you to know that you can choose to believe in the outcome. Now, this second one, get ready, because it's going to be a game changer, and it's also going to step on your toes just a tad bit, okay? You've been warned. All right, number 2, you want to choose to plan like you're going to succeed and not fail. So you're choosing to succeed. Let me tell you something. There are times when doubt creeps up and you're even making a plan and your belief is in the plan, but doubt is all over the execution of it. If you're going to have the information, that means that you want to move in belief for the information as well as the implementation. I've seen it time and time and time again where I will work with someone and I'm like, I'm noticing something here. You are full of faith. You are full of belief when it's time for us to plan this thing out. But when it's time to execute, wait a minute, now you're full of doubt. And so I'm having to, continue to train the brain, right? And to work closely with them so that they can see all of that execution, all of that implementation really come into life, right? I'm having to go back and forth and make sure that they understand that, listen, you gotta have belief all the way through. We can't be flaky on the belief. One of the ways that has helped me tremendously with not being flaky on my plan is telling somebody. It is having accountability. It is having a coach. It is having someone to guide me through to say, all right, you made this plan and you're going to execute on it. And anytime that I feel doubt and anytime that I feel fear, I'm making sure that I'm going back to the execution of that plan and I'm choosing to actually execute, right? I'm choosing to succeed in the plan. Well, now I do the same exact thing when I work closely with my clients. Why? Because I know how important it is when it comes time to execute, to actually follow through like you're going to succeed, okay? Like you're going to succeed. And that is so important to see the end result of what God has for you. So choose to believe that you're going to succeed, and that is going to be completely a game changer, all right? Now, the other choice you got to make, determination over doubt. I want you to choose determination over doubt. Yeah, you got to allow that determination to rise up in you so much so that doubt has no place to go, okay? It has to rise up in you so much that you begin to see, hear, experience success on all ends. When God has given you something to build, to do, to create, to release into the world, your determination has to overcome everything else that is in there that is trying to block it, all right? So when you get determined, I want you to think about this. When you get super determined, you get super focused, you get laser focused on that thing, and you are determined that no matter what, you're going to make it to the finish line. You ever see somebody running a race and they get super tired? And you can tell they slowing down, but they are so determined that what is not going to happen, they ain't going to stop, okay? They're going to continue, even if they slow down a little bit to just kind of catch a breath, they're still going to sprint their way out to the end, right? Because they want to win this thing. And so you want to win this thing as well. I want your determination to rise up like never before. And I want it to rise up over that doubt and kick it out, okay? Listen, visionary, there are times in your life, there are times in your journey where you begin to feel that doubt and that fear rising up. And you have to choose belief. You have to choose faith. You have to choose to succeed, and you have to choose determination so that that is the thing that carries you to the next level. Listen, if you missed the video where I talked about all the characteristics that you need and people around you during this time, You need to go back. I'll link it here as well. The reason why is because during this time, especially when doubt and belief are living and residing in you at the same time, you need some real good people. You need to level up and elevate your circle during this time, and make sure that you have advisors and coaches and mentors and people and friends who are around you, who are going to help you see belief over that doubt. Okay, listen, if you haven't subscribed yet, I need you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because there is so much more where this came from. If this impacted you in any way, let me know. Let me know if you've ever experienced this. Can we be vulnerable in the comments? Can we be vulnerable and say, yes, I've experienced doubt and belief at the same time? Or here's what I'm going to take from this video in order to help me move outside of this doubt and belief? Yeah, leave me a comment, and I want to make sure that I'm able to help you through it. And of course, go ahead and make sure you go to the link in the description. I have so many tools and resources there, especially if you're a kingdom builder. Why? Because I want to make sure that you move into belief and into faith, right? Full-fledged, running your race, so that you have everything that you need to get there at your own pace. Woo, bars. Bars. Listen, remember, at all costs, you got the keys. Let's go.